1984.
She wants to definitely be emerged into something, but anywho.
It's
She
the
wants to be a
Batman.
battery.
The Batman.
She wants to be a battery.
I want to be able to actually make the choice to kill or save small children in BioShock.
If we're talking about the Matrix, I'll just stay in there and eat the steak.
So for the parents out there looking for a babysitter, she is not the one.
Yeah.
I'm great with dogs.
So
Oh, man.
I was thinking of a topic,
Yes.
Keith,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I think it's a great close to the show. I could safely say that in the 70s, if you mentioned Vader, Darth Vader, you could easily, he was the epitome of evil. He was the face of evil. If you had to think of a symbol of evil, you could easily say Darth Vader. Do we have one now?
Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. She was horrible.
I love it.
For that
Not
time,
Voldemort. Dolores Umbridge.
I'm talking about for now.
That is now.
Okay.
It was only, a few years ago.
Dude, yeah,
That's
that's
the problem. Is we move on to other things so quickly now that you can't have something that spans
Yeah,
so
but
long.
Vader spanned it for decades. I mean, even now, if somebody walked in here in a 7-foot-tall Vader outfit, I'm not messing with him. So, I mean,
But was it really
Now
because
I
he
know
was
how
quite
to
so
really freak out.
evil? Or because you were just very surprised by the big plot
no,
twist? that-
Vader actually originally, because there was
Was
there was
vaguely
a huge gap before he became the good guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it spanned like a 5-year, 10-year period, and to me, Vader's evil. I mean, to even simplify it, if you were to take from, let's say, the Marvel universe, because you say the Marvel universe itself has a face of evil.
Well, I would probably say Thanos would be the biggest face of evil in the Marvel.
Which we're getting ready to
Probably
see
the
soon.
biggest-
I'm so excited.
The biggest problem, definitely.
Oh,
was
for
Thanos.
sure.
For sure.
If we went with the DC universe, honestly, I think Jared Leto's Joker is going to be psychotic. I think it's going to be dark.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be twisted.
That's kind of my point. Could you consider Joker as the face of evil, our current face of evil?
our current face of evil.
If you look at the span of Joker, especially with the Joker we got coming in, the last Joker that we had, I could easily see.
Well, the last Joker that we had, I mean, to say evil.
I feel like psychotic is not necessarily evil.
Yeah,
it's a different spectrum.
He wasn't even psychotic. He was anarchaic.
Yeah.
It was just chaos incarnate.
I'm going to have this money, and I'm going to burn it
And that's
because I
not
can.
necessarily evil. I mean, let's break it down into gamer lingo here. If we go with, like, an alignment setup, the Heath Ledger's Joker definitely did not fall into the evil spectrum. He was probably chaotic neutral at best.
I love geeks.
keep going.
I love geeks. I love
feel like
geeks.
chaotic neutral is a good place
Yeah.
because chaotic evil, it feels like it embodies someone who really wants to hurt people, not someone who's just doing it because they can. They're bored. It's there.
You know what? For me, it'll always be the master. You know, I mean, I gotta say, for the kind of powers and things that he has, and all the times that he's faced the Doctor.
Oh, thank God.
You know,
I thought we might have been talking about something that wasn't Doctor Who, and I was so confused. I'm sorry.
I meant to say the Romulans. No, if I had to pick one, yeah, I mean, the Master followed very closely by any of the Terminators, because
I could see that. Yeah, now you're following me here.
It is something that, wow, between I should say between the Terminators and the Borg is scary.
The Borg I feel like the Borg are more scary because that could be a thing that could actually happen.
Yeah.
And that worries me.
And the more I dive into it in my mind, I have to at least replace the number one and just go alien.
Why are we diving
The
into
alien.
Why are we diving into Keith's mind? That's not something that you do.
That's because you couldn't exist in there.
But it's not like there's a solid one that you're choosing.
Yeah.
You've got two there.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no solid one anymore.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you really want to think about it, the closest face of evil that you may actually have that could probably exist right now is President Snow. I mean, let's face it, he's just flat out, I'm going to run the way I want to run it, and that means I'm going to kill whoever I need to kill. My thumb is pressing down on everybody.
Yeah.
And if you look at the
probably
actor
the
that's playing it, he
closest
loves
thing.
playing that kind of role anyway.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
I mean,
Yeah, he's
great.
but
and
he's not going to be our generation's face of evil because we have so many.
I feel
And
like
because they blew
evil-
chunks in the last 2 movies.
Well,
Yeah.
well, okay. If you haven't read the book, yes, people hated that last movie, but it
A lot of
follows the
people
book.
hated the last
Very-
book, to be fair.
Well, yes, but it's also because people don't understand why she wrote it the way she wrote it.
It
She
was
expected
just-
the first. And
yeah.
it's not. It's a.
The last book was definitely, it was a really slow build,
It's
because
a
it was all,
psychological warfare
Yeah.
book, is what it is, compared to the other two.
it's, yeah,
And-
definitely.
But I mean, that's the whole thing. But the
I would
trailer
say
for
Loki.
the new one.
Loki's not evil, he's just
He's-
misunderstood.
I love
I would-
geeks.
evil is a colloquial term. There's just not,
Lex Luthor's not evil. He's just complete. Oh, wait a minute.
but evil is so different.
Lex Luthor's not evil. He just invented Facebook.
There you go.
Evil is so different depending on who is embodying it. Because Thanos is very different from Umbridge.
Yeah.
You can't, and they're
Vader-
both evil, but you don't know where.
Vader's
It's like,
reign as the
what?
face of evil, to me, only lasted until we got to meet the Emperor. And so
That's true.
From 77 to 83, once 83 hit, it was just a new thing, because this dude was out and out rotten.
I feel
You
like
know.
no one is evil once they become sympathetic. Once you feel sorry for them and you can see the reason behind it, they're not evil anymore.
Yeah, and so did anybody here actually feel sympathetic for the Emperor? I think not.
No.
But for Vader, when you saw the prequels, you might have felt sympathetic if you were getting over, the
yeah,
fact
but-
that they were the prequels.
But considering what happened in Return of the Jedi, he basically was redeemed. Thus, not completely evil. Emperor, no.
But once you feel bad for a character, you can't think that they're evil. Like, Loki, once you felt bad for him, it was like, you know what? It's okay that you're murdering millions of people.
Yeah,
I
and you
feel
can-
bad for you.
You can never have.
It's all right.
You can't
I
have
don't
that.
really follow that line.
But
When did we feel bad for Loki?
When he was usurped for the throne by his father, who was basically just holding it over him and his brother for years and years, that either of them could be king.
I would disagree with that.
Oh,
but the thing-
okay.
The thing that makes you sympathetic for Loki, I think, really comes more from the comics than it does from the
That's
movies.
true.
Because
Okay.
you do feel
That's
a lot
very
of sympathy
true.
for him in the comics, especially this current one. Like, he is stuck. Like, he wants to be something better, and he can't.
I'm going to take care of Alex. Jason Momoa, baby. Jason Momoa. Okay?
I think the only characters that you cannot put in that category of eventually feeling sympathy for are the aliens.
I feel like
Or
you can
robots.
feel sympathy for some aliens.
No, the movie.
No.
Oh,
It's-
Aliens, the movie.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about aliens like the Borg, which, okay, those are hard to feel sympathetic for.
The Borg you can eventually get around
Well,
because
'cause
you can communicate.
You can
If you
understand.
make it through Voyager, yeah. You
Like,
have to.
I understand why the Borg are doing what they're doing.
Yes.
Which makes it hard for me to think that they are completely evil and without morals.
Did she just say she understands the Borg?
She did.
Okay.
You
Now, I felt
do!
sorry for my favorite Martian.
Yeah.
So not all aliens.
Was
Look,
it Marvin
look.
the Martian?
You're all sympathetic.
No, yeah, whoa. Okay. Now I just got a flash of being old. Lord. No, my favorite Martian was a movie with Christopher Lloyd.
Alrighty, folks, and on that note, it has been an awesome show.
Everybody.
I can't wait for our next show. We've got so much coming up with. We're going to talk about some E3. We're going to do a little bit more review on the San Diego Comic-Con. So many good things, so many wonderful things. It is going to be an amazing summer. And so for my cast, myself,
Chris.
Kate. Alexis.
Good.
Yeah.
and my name is Hawk, and you've been listening to Fanatics and the Fan.